Hello everybody, welcome back to Tiberian Wars for another 1v1 cast here on Barstow Badlands. I'm your host, A.N.U.S Productions Entertainment, and today I'm going to be looking at a couple of games between R1LDCOM and DD Player, because the last video that I did a few weeks ago with these two players fighting each other, wow, that's quite a few rifleman squads there, and that was a few weeks ago, and since then DD Player contacted me to give me these replays and cast them, and he asked me and I said yes, so this is why we're here. And I'm going to be doing 2 replays, mainly because the 4 replays that he sent me, 2 of them I don't have the map of, so I won't be able to cast them just yet, but I'm going to try and find them anywhere, just try and look for them, see if I can nab some. So a nice capture coming from DD. So for this match we will have DD Player on the right side playing as a purple nod, and on the right side left side we'll have R1LDCOM playing as an orange GDI. So I mean, we did just see, obviously there's quite a bit of a commotion in the middle of the map there. We're going to be having a scout coming from DD Player. He's going to be going across this in front of this building, going to get slaughtered by those riflemen inside there. And an engineer APC is going to be making its way, I believe it is anyway, it should be, yeah, an engineer APC going to be making its way to the middle of the map. Tiberium Spike gets captured, and unfortunately because of the amount of action that was in the middle there, DD Player didn't actually manage to get a bomb in front of the tip spike, so it means he couldn't deny his opponent that tip spike, which is exactly what he should have done, but he couldn't really. Tabike's even trade for the war factory, probably going for some harvest of harassment as usual. R1LDCOM's economy is pretty good as well. I would have suggested possibly another harvester, but he might be making that. He might be even making an APC. Speaking of which, another APC engineer combat being deployed to the battlefield, and we've got the MCV packing up, going to somewhere. Is he going to go down to the middle? It looks like it, because that's the wrong direction. I mean, usually if you're playing on this map, you want to expand to the middle and for the tib, then you ought to place your MCV just here so that you can build under the bridge. But I mean, I suppose this, I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, it's more exposed if you put it down near the middle of the map. And here we go, second saboteur coming from DD Player. Is he going to put down the bomb? No, he's just going to capture it. I won't say that would be the best strategy, but I don't know if R1LDCOM is going to recapture that again. I mean, the MCV for R1LDCOM is going to be guarded by 2 Predator tanks, but it doesn't seem like he's actually, I don't know if he is going to go for these tib fields here. Oh my goodness, wow, I just missed this. Wow, R1LDCOM captured a war factory of a DD Player, and here we see a harvester having a spat attack. But my goodness, okay, so that's really slowed down DD Player. That is an incredible capture from R1LDCOM. That's definitely going to help him try and keep himself alive a little bit longer. Obviously we've got Preds coming up that hill there, and we've got a watchtower trying to deal with the Black Hands, but it's too close for the watchtower to safely survive, and it only takes about half the squad. Obelisk goes up, does actually destroy a Pred and the Scorpion tank. Here comes another war factory, and the Obelisk doing a nice bit of damage towards his tanks here. And this little squad is just going to be harassing this little tier 3 building here. I think this might be time where R1LDCOM sells that structure, because now DD's built his own war factory. It's going to be pretty impossible for him to get any tanks out, and there we go. But it does give R1LDCOM a bit of time to set up his outpost. I must admit, this strat here is a bit dangerous, because this is halfway across the map, and DD already has avatars, and I don't think R1LDCOM has tier 2 yet. He doesn't even have tier 2, so I'm not sure if this is going to be a great play at all, and he might actually lose this. I'm pretty sure he'll lose this, to be honest. There's a Predator tank coming out. There goes Watchtower as well. I don't know why the Avatar isn't retargeting towards the Predator tank, but there we go. A barracks goes up as well for infantry. Here comes some rocket squads and Black Hand squads. The Black Hand squad that wasn't killed earlier. The harvesters are nicely harvesting this tip field, being protected by these infantry squads. Here comes a Katniss style, nice move there. That tip chemical plant did actually do a lot of damage there. And there goes the harvester back on the rear tip refineries. The forces of the front line here are going to be reinforced by a couple of threads here, but it's not really going to be enough. I don't know how many avatars DD Player is going to make, but it's probably going to be a lot. He hasn't made a second war factory yet, but personally, I wouldn't see any need to. He vastly out-techs his opponent. I mean, I'm assuming DD player knows this because, you know, R1LDCOM isn't putting out any sort of mammoth tanks, juggernauts, sort of thing like that. And we're going to be seeing another NG-ABC just absolutely getting slaughtered by that obelisk there. Tier 2 actually gets built now. I'm not sure if R1LDCOM is going to have time for Tier 3. I mean, he hasn't got much of an economy right now. He's got quite a congestion of harvesters in this refinery. There goes one of the barracks there. Lots of missile squads here, but not enough really. He should have trained like 5-6 squads more to have dealt with these 2-3 avatars here. They will be pushing them back, but this shredder turret here will be a big help. And it looks like that DD player is going to be putting a lot of pressure on R1LDCOM, obviously. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about this move at all. The MCV is moving up with the avatars. Going to get some building space here. Probably going to be pushing into the base, building structures like really close to the buildings so that he can just snipe them, like with obelisks and stuff. Oh, is this a minefield? No, it's a vapor bomb that comes down there, destroys the barracks, and damages the power plant there. So this should be where DD player moves in. There we go. And he should be able to easily dispatch of this entire outpost here. Here goes another shredder turret going to kill this militant, well, this missile squad. It's the same purpose, but yeah, different name. I suppose I should be technically correct. There goes the Predator tanks, and now what is he going to do next? He's just going to go for harvesters. Okay, I thought he would have gone for the MCB, to be honest. I thought he would have gone the power as well. I'm surprised he hasn't gone for the power. I mean, I thought he would have tried to get rid of his opponent quickly. Here comes an Orca Strike. Does actually miss both the avatars there. Doesn't really do a lot of damage. Here comes an obelisk. That will be damaging the construction yard. And the construction yard has something ready as well. I'm not sure entirely what that is. Oh, that's double airfield. I really don't think that's a great play there. I think that's actually going to be pretty useless at this point in time because of these avatars. You're not going to actually get up enough, there we go, enough orcas to deal with the tech units because you don't have enough resources coming in because of that congestion of harvesters. You don't have the refineries that you need at that outpost there. So I don't think that was very rewarding for R1LDCOM at all. But yeah, it's quite not a brilliant play there. DD player does win that match, and now we're going to go over to Tournemant Tower for a second rematch of this video. Okay, everybody, we have arrived at Tournemant Tower for game 2 of this video between R1LDCOM and DD player. Here we have in the top left R1LDCOM. I was about to call him DD player. We have R1LDCOM playing as a purple GDI, and down at the bottom right, DD player is going to change his faction to a scrim. So this is going to be interesting. We're going to be seeing if this is actually going to be rewarding for him, and we're going to be seeing some basic openers. Oh, he just manages to capture the Tiberium Spike. Lucky R1LDCOM, very nice there. And the buzzer doesn't actually get into the logistics center, but each player gets one Tiberium Spike. Very nice there. And War Factory also goes up. He's training an APC. He's immediately going to go for an NG APC capture there. Again, if I'm assuming this correctly, he's going to try and capture the MCB. If he can get rid of the MCB in the early game, then that's it. You mean, like, because the screen way to get another MCB is by a gravity stabilizer, because it's an air unit instead of a ground unit like GDI and A.N.U.S. So it's going to be later in the game before they can get another MCB. But I'm not too sure if this is going to work. But here comes a harvester out of the warp sphere. Another seeker, is that? Yeah, seeker coming out there. Going to be tackling that APC. Is DD player going to be unpacking that MCB quick enough before R1LDCOM captures it? Let's see. There goes the engineer, and yes, there you go. It unpacks back. The engineer goes in the APC again, and is going to be taking care of this extractor. Luckily, DD player has another extractor there. The engineer and the APC does get destroyed. The MCB also gets moved up a little bit. I suppose that's actually a really good play there because it's already unpacked because of the attack. So he's not really losing out on momentum base building towards the Tiberium field. But R1LDCOM at the moment is having a very nice economy, a nice 5-2 harvester refinery ratio, and we have Predator tanks coming out of the War Factory. Another refinery going up as well. Unfortunately, it's on low power, but he'll quickly put it back on power very shortly. So it's not going to be that bad. And oh my goodness, look at that. We do have a Tiberium spike claimed by DD player, which means that both tip spikes on the middle of the map have been claimed by the player on the right. So that's pretty good for DD, to be honest. He has got 50 credits stacking now, and these units are just going to be absolutely shredding this logistics center, eliminating that very important scouting position, honestly, in the middle of the map there. But it does give WorldCom a little bit more time to prepare, although he still is at low power. That is incredibly inconvenient. Unfortunately, he didn't manage his power very well. I don't know how long it'll be before he gets it back online, but that one watchtower will be helping a little bit. At least it should. And there we go, comes back online. Here comes some riflemen out of the barracks. A couple of Preds going to be chasing down these Seekers here, but the Seekers are going to go past this outpost, which is very interesting. I think he's going to go attack from the side and try and get some harvester kills, which makes sense. This area is very undefended, so he wants to take advantage of that. These Predators, I keep mixing up the names, damn it. The Predators are getting damaged as well. We're going to be having some missile squads being deployed around the ramp here. I don't know if they're going to be pursuing the Seekers. I don't think so. One of them does have a buzzer attached to it, but we'll see in a minute. The Pred as well may get destroyed, actually. Now it's facing away from the Seekers. They're going to move in. Here comes another tank coming out of the war factory here. Does it get destroyed? No. The Seekers actually get very damaged, and there goes one of them. Dear me, that's quite unfortunate there. There goes the lightning spike, bit of harvester harassment, trying to draw his opponent's attention away. Another NG APC, yeah, that's the third one. He's quite persistent, but here we go. Tip spike capture does actually go successfully for him, and this is on DD's side. The top one, oh wow, he's actually got both tip spikes. That's very good. What a turnaround from WorldCom. Hopefully he can put those 50 credits to use. I mean, at the moment he is pushing with his forces, and he's going to be going towards DD's base. Now, I think what DD should do is obviously get some tier 3 units up. He should have the tech assimilator, there it is, up, and he probably should have the signal transmitter. I don't really know if the signal transmitter should be built, because I don't know if he has any resources to time, but we should hope for some good barrages coming from devastated warships. Here come the units lining up there. He can't really go in at the moment because of all these Debarra tanks in the tip field. I don't know if they've actually absorbed the tip. It looks like they have, actually. Yeah, that one has. That one, they've all absorbed the tip. So they're going to be having that extra laser damage. Here we go. Taking a few hits. Unfortunately, these are quite fragile compared to other tanks, but they do have a lot of damage output, especially when they absorb the tip. So they're really useful to have the tier 2 mid-game unit. And here comes another gravity stabilizer. I don't know if he's going to be putting down a storm column at all, but I would expect that because he's a scrim player, and storm columns are very important. And here we go. Wow, DD player capturing the bottom tip spike, and WorldCom exchanging that to his side again. Quite a comical move there. Oh my goodness! Look, wow, as they sit, Engineer APC does actually capture the tier 3. Just saw it sold there. Very nice play. Very lucky as well that he managed to get that. And nice micro there, getting his buzzers. Although, not that important, but still, kills his own units, which is always satisfying to have. And the shock troopers as well. For some reason, they are attacking each other. But all nice station shield coming from DD player. Freezing most of the units coming from WorldCom there. Trying to tackle these tripods and stuff. He'll be able to pick out the units from around the shield, and there is the storm column as well. It's going to be powering up, buffing one of the devastated warships. It looks like that both players are equally mashed at the moment, but WorldCom having the squishier units, he's going to be taken down sooner. Although, as I say, that the tripod is taking a nice bit of damage, but he's focusing on the wrong one. Although he has smaller health, this one's being healed by the corruptor, so any damage that he'll deal will be pretty much useless. So I'm not too sure why he's not concentrating his fire on the other one, or even taking out the corruptor there. The devastated warships doing some harvester harassment. Firehawks as well. Yes, good play here. Will be useful. The guard walkers, don't know if they'll be able to be taken. They'll be able to take out the Firehawks in time, but one of them do go down, and that leaves a nice gap for WorldCom to come in, do some damage here. The devastated warship coming back as well, doing some more harassment, taking out the barracks in one hit. Pretty powerful weapons there, and looks like DD player has actually just fortified this area quite a bit. Obviously the assimilator has been rebuilt, and R1LDCOM has used up his resources a little bit quicker compared to DD player. Oh, another Firehawk round coming in there, destroying one of the ships, and one of the war factories getting destroyed as well. Not sure what he's going to be doing with these Preds and Jugs here. Should really be going for this iron column. I mean, the tanks can literally tank while the Juggernauts are trying to distract and swarm the Annihilators, especially seeing as the Corruptor. There's only one Corruptor on the battlefield, but this chance is narrowing very quickly here. This storm column is very important. Anti-air, anti-vehicle, and it buffs air units. It's a very important base defense. So if he eliminates that, that will be very useful. Of course, second one gets deployed, almost takes out a Firehawk now that I see. He's going to go for the tech assimilator, and he does actually get the kill there. Very good. He does lose one of his Firehawks, but that's a pretty good trade, to be honest. He does deny DD player some more Tech 3, at least for a few more minutes. Does actually get him, R1LDCOM, to get himself some time. And we do have some railguns equipped on the Pred tanks. So this is going, it's looking decently for R1LDCOM, although DD player is still a pretty big threat right now. Not sure what he's going to be doing exactly. He probably will be getting ground tanks. Oh my goodness. Ooh, we got some damage on the airfield there. Is that from the Juggernaut firing? It probably was actually. That one. They're trying to get, DD's trying to get the Juggernaut to kill his own airfield. Nice play there. Didn't quite work. And unfortunately he can't repair the airfield because he has no money. But here come more devastated warships. They're going to be advancing onto the front lines there, and he hasn't got any anti-air apart from that one anti-air battery, so I'm not sure how he's going to deal with this. Here comes the Mammoth tank, Juggernaut's mount, and Predator tanks are going to be moving forward, and here come the tripods readying themselves to attack the forces here, and it seems that R1LDCOM is going to be making a 180 turn straight way, and he's leaving his Mammoth tank to just kill itself. Very bad play. That is a pretty important unit. That's quite a lot of money as well. Storm Raiders as well, patrolling the air, may even kill some Firehawks later, we'll see. A lot of gun walkers as well being trained, having some nice anti-air. It's actually looking a lot better for DD player. It looks like DD's actually going to win this pretty easily because R1LDCOM is in a bit of a sticky position right now. He hasn't got many defenses or units, and he hasn't got many resources at all. I mean, the entire map is dry. I don't think his unit of units was actually that good because he let that one Mammoth tank die. Don't know if that was because he was too slow to bring it back or not, but nevertheless the loss is hurtful. It really does hurt a lot. Pred's going around the bottom. I'm not too sure what they're going to be doing exactly, but it looks like they're just trying to tip spike, but it might have been doing something different. Oh, and there we go. Storm Raiders do actually get all the Firehawks down in the airfield there. And DD player looks like he's got this one nicely tied up. And another 2 Mammoth tanks coming there. All the tripods doing a lot of damage to that tank there. He's probably going to be losing that. The Juggernaut's also trying to provide backup fire. Not only doing a lot. Here come the Storm Raiders. Are they going to finish up this Mammoth tank here is the big question. They might actually. All the 2 tripods against 1 Mammoth tank. That is definitely going to die. And yes, he does actually bag both Mammoth tank kills. And there goes the 4th Mammoth tank out of his war factory. For a change, the front war factory has been still been resurrected, but the rear one has been destroyed, and it looks like that if he loses this war factory, he's actually going to be losing all the units that he can make. And I think DD player is actually making a little bit of a push here, trying to take one of these harvesters, who got 4 harvesters, trying to desperately get all this Tiberium here, and one of R1LDCOM's harvesters getting damaged a bit. I don't know when DD player is going to make his move, but it's going to be soon. This Mammoth tank again being sent in. I don't know what he's going to be trying to do. I mean, I think the only reason why he's doing this is because the Mammoth tank is its only anti-air apart from that one AA battery which was destroyed. What is this MCV doing? I don't know why he's just sending it to the front like this. Very, very dangerous plan, especially seeing as it was travelling. However, he does actually manage to score quite a decent bit of damage on that devastated warship. It will be healing above the iron column though. Infantry doesn't actually get deployed. Well, it doesn't actually. I mean, it was about to. It was almost a good idea, but here we go. The construction yard is going to be destroyed, and I don't know if he should put it back into a vehicle and retreat it, because devastated warships commonly do not much damage against vehicles, so I suppose that might be a good idea actually, but it's just going to leave it unpacked and it's going to get destroyed unfortunately. Pitbull's coming in a bit too late now, dealing with these devastated warships. And I think the tripods are going to come in now. There we go. Going to go into the front line here. The Pipples are going to retreat, and the Juggernaut looks pretty battered, to be honest. Pretty battered. And I think DD Player is definitely going to win this now. If he didn't before, he will now. The one War Factory is the only thing that's keeping R1LDCOM alive. So if DD Player can eliminate R1LDCOM's War Factory, it's game over. That is all he needs to do. Obviously, R1LDCOM's got a lot of Pipples, so hit and run tactics are good as well, but he's got to deal with tripods and storm columns. They will one-shot Pipples very easily there. And here come the tripods. They're probably going to get a kill on the Juggernauts here, but they will be retreating immediately because of these Pipples and the devastated warships as well, trying to provide some artillery fire. And the Pipples coming in again, not targeting on the damaged one. There we go, now they're targeting on the damaged one. Almost kills it. He's going to be pushing forward to try and kill it, and he does bag the kill, thankfully enough. But he does lose one of the Pipples. Not a bad trade at all. Gets another one out. The tripods having a bit of a hard time. They are very awkward to move. The shields come up, however. This will be the game changer because of that extra damage that's going to be absorbed. He's going to be able to go in and destroy the entirety of R1LDCOM's base, I would believe, because he hasn't got much. I mean, look at this. Look how little he has. This one War Factory is all he has. It is his only hope, as I said before. So that is the primary target. All he needs to do is try to keep it alive, but I don't know how long he's going to be able to do that for, because he's just not got anything to defend it with. He's not got any sort of defences. Grenadier Squad, did he actually sell his tier 2? He sold his tier 1 as well. Another engineer APC, no, that's Rifleman APC down at the bottom there. But, I mean, this is all he has. Another MCV going up there. All the Storm Raiders doing some damage. And the APC trying to get rid of those Storm Raiders. The Pipples do actually help a lot, but here we go. The attention diversion was all he needed. The tripod's got to come in. They're going to take care of those Juggernauts quite quickly. The barracks goes up, trying to get rid of that, trying to get that infantry out. The War Factory will be going down, unfortunately. There we go. There goes another Juggernaut as well. The Harvester is getting absolutely decimated, and I think that's it for R1LDCOM. The MCV will be getting destroyed quickly, and there we go. Very intense game on the middle of the map. Very, very impressive there for both players. Unfortunately for R1LDCOM, he didn't actually manage to get out the units that he needed. He only got out one anti-air battery, and because of the power of the devastated warships, DD Player could just take him out very easily. So that was a pretty good game. I'm pretty impressed with those games, for those gameplays from game 1 and 2. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you have any replays to suggest to me, please put them in, PM me on Discord. My Discord tag, whatever, is in the description. Just put that in and just message me. Or if you can't message me because I'm not on the same server as you, just add me as a friend and say that you've got some replays to suggest to me. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.